Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Anne Manera, and welcome to another live color along, our usual Monday morning color along meeting, as Lynn Miller calls it. So this morning we are coloring another page from Color Along Volume 13, and we are using crayons this morning with the Impressionism style technique. So we will be coloring in short strokes because Impressionism is all about impressionistic painting anyway. That's where this is coming from. It's all about short strokes, and the most famous artist, I think, for Impressionism would be Van Gogh. So I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with Van Gogh's Starry Night. And we are going to be using kind of some short strokes with crayons. You could use oil pastels, you could use colored pencils also, but as long as something that you're using is a little softer. So I don't know if I would use markers for this one, but crayons will work fine. Colored pencils might work okay if it's a soft core. And oil pastels would really work great. So we're going to give everyone a few minutes to get here because it's a little bit on the early side, and take a look at where we're at with this book too, because we are almost finished with this book. So this morning we've got this one right here, and then we have only 4 more left. We've got a couple of makeups that are going to be happening towards the end of March. But this is the page that we're working on this morning, which is also from my mandala book called Funky Mandalas. So let me say good morning to everyone, and then I have a couple of things that I also want to let everyone know about this morning. So, hey, Miss Mary Hannah, good morning, Melody. Alexandria's joining us this morning. Good morning to Sharon. Mary Ann is here with us. Hey, how's it going, Miss Alice? Dawn's here with us this morning. Good morning to Dawn. Good morning, Lisa. Sandra's here with us this morning, and Carrie Taylor is here with us also. Good morning. Oh, good afternoon, Carrie. I have to say good afternoon to Carrie because Carrie's in England and it's afternoon, right? So couple of things I want to talk about this morning is that, first of all, the Valentine's Day coupon that ran this weekend for 50% off PDF coloring books on my website. My website had so many visitors over the course of, since Friday, I think it was. Friday is when it started, right? Friday, I think that the website saw 332 visitors to the website. Now, 332 people did not buy a coloring book, by all means. However, that's the traffic that it was seeing all weekend, and a few people had commented that they tried to purchase something, say yesterday, and that continued throughout the weekend at those levels. And a few people commented that they went to my website, tried to make a purchase of a PDF coloring book to use that coupon, and they just couldn't. It was just not, it was moving too slow. I mean, technology is a pain in the neck sometimes. I totally am with you on that. So the coupon has been extended until noon today, noon Eastern time today. So you can still get 50% off a PDF coloring book on my website with code Valentine50. And I'm going to put that right here. So let's see if I can type this. So you can get 50% off PDF books. Got to make sure that my brain can handle this today, right? Valentine 50, and the website is annemanera.com. But okay, I wish I could offer such a coupon on my paperback books on Amazon, but it's just impossible. Really impossible. Good morning, Bev Larson. Haven't seen you in a while. So we are coloring this morning with crayons. So you can get. People are buying PDF books to grab them. That's a huge savings. And if you want to print them at home, you can print them at home. Some people are taking the PDF book that they buy, taking the file to places like Staples or Office Max, or even just the library, and having it printed there. Sometimes it's cheaper than the actual cost of ink. So it's a really good sale to take advantage of, and it is only lasting until noon. I've got to put a cutoff on it at that point. I'm going to do some updates to my website later on today to make sure that it can handle the traffic it's been handling. So it's not that the website crashed; it was just moving slow. So maybe there was other things going on too in the universe that were making things a little wonky in the internet world. Sometimes things just don't go as planned, right? I had an order that I was waiting for yesterday, actually. actually, Scotland and Paisley had an order they were waiting for yesterday to be delivered from Amazon, and it never arrived. They actually told me at 7 o'clock last night that my order would arrive at 11 o'clock last night. And I was like, that's a little late. You know, that's a little bit late. And then they ended up canceling it. So today it's scheduled for delivery. So I don't know. Jean Mellinger, good morning. Good morning to Jean Mellinger. So this morning we are using crayons. So I'm going to put a piece of paper behind, in the behind page. Color Along 14 begins, a couple of people asked me this question last night. Color Along 14 begins on April 6th, Monday, April 6th. And we'll meet on Mondays. Color Alongs will remain. There was some questions whether or not Color Alongs will move. I got to pick up my purple crayon. Hang on a second. Color Alongs will remain on as free to watch as they are. Then there'll be no change to that. Draw Alongs continue to meet in a private group. We meet on Wednesday, this Wednesday, February 19th. And then Draw Along Volume 2 will begin on May 6th, I think, right? May 6th, yes. Begins on May 6th. So, this is one of my favorite pages, actually. This is from my book called Funky Mandalas. I don't even have a copy of this book anymore. But I know Alexandria has this book, and I know a few people that are here with us this morning purchased this book over the weekend. So and for some weird reason, it said it was out of stock. I don't know why. Hey, good morning, Jean. So I'm just going to start out with my trees, and I'm going to use short strokes. So Impressionism is all about creating texture with the brush stroke. So we're going to pretend in our little imagination, or big imagination, I don't know which one you have, whether that our crayon is our brush, and we are making short strokes. Plus, we're going to blend some different colors. So I've got this dark green here, and now I'm going to use yellow green. I just have my 16 pack of Crayolas. So there was something else I had to tell you guys. Oh, I know what I wanted to tell you. So last week I had announced that I had an Amazon influencer account, and that you could go to my Amazon storefront and you could purchase items, and I would make you make a percentage when you do that, but kind of a way to promote the products that I'm using. And sadly, it was there was some different things that I could not comply with. Most of it had to do with the Amazon logo, different places, blogs, whatever. So I canceled it, and I do not have that, and I'm not going to play in their sandbox. And instead, I am going to be putting products on my website that you can purchase directly on my website, and then they'll be shipped to you. So one of them, actually, I'm going to show it to you because I have it right in front of me. One of them is this awesome set of drawing pencils. And if you are doing draw-alongs and you're looking for drawing pencils that are a really good quality, this is on my website right now for $15.99. It comes in this little metal case. I love pencils in a tin case. And it has a range of pencils from 9B all the way to 2B and then B. And then it has a couple of H and 2H. What I love about these pencils is that they're soft lead versus having all of the H's, which the H's are the hard lead. So that's why I like these, because I gravitate towards the softer lead. These are a lot of fun, but these are on my website right now. So there'll be things like that. There's charcoal pencils on my website right now. There's a few other crazy things. I'll be adding different things. Alice is saying there is no mail going today, and the banks are closed today, and Amazon will deliver. Yeah, Amazon delivers to my house on a Sunday. There's no rest for Amazon in my world, I guess, Alice. I know, I was just looking at something at like my online banking this morning, Alice, and I was just saying to myself, this bank needs to get with the times, because, you wait, like I deposited something the other day and I've got to wait for it to clear till tomorrow. Like, you need to get with the times, don't you think? Dawn, yes, you need to get Draw Along Volume 2. You're right. Diana, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Diana says, Anne, I was having so much fun painting, I almost forgot the color along. I know, huh? You get lost in painting. I've done a lot of paintings over the past couple of days. One of them, I've been working on the spring camp book, actually, and I'm almost done with it. I don't know if anyone saw the cover of the book, but I'm going to show it to you because it's really fun. I finished it the other day. This time we're camping at a cottage for spring camp, and the book will be out. I'm going to finish it up probably towards the end of the week. But I took the camp cottage and I turned it into a painting. So this is my painting of the camp cottage. So I thought this was kind of cool, and I thought it was a lot of fun to paint, and it was a lot of fun to draw actually. But I had a lot of fun with the path. So I finished this up the other day. I was working on it. Sandra, I have I think they were delivered. Were they already delivered to you? I thought I received an email that they had been delivered. So this is the camp cottage that we're camping in the spring, and this is not what the cover of the camp book looks like, but that's what the camp cottage is. Okay, so it's a weird hum in my house today. Do you ever have a day where there's a weird hum in your house? It's very strange. All right, so I've got these three trees here that I kind of made short strokes with two different greens. I've got my little tree trunks, and now I'm going to work on the land. And I've also got Crayola Twistables, which will do fine too. So they've got kind of some different greens in here, I believe. A little bit different than what's there. So I think I'll use this green here and just have it be the land. I'm making it so they're on a little grassy knoll. Oh, good. Okay, Sandra. I wasn't sure. So one of the things that I did over the past weekend was, for that 50% off coupon, was that I announced that if you were having trouble placing an order, isn't it adorable, Sharon? If you were having trouble placing an order over the phone or over the internet and going to my website, that you could actually call and I would take your order over the phone. And a lot of people called. It was really exciting. I had a lot of fun talking. I talked to Sandra the other day. I talked to a couple other people that were totally new to my coloring books. A couple of people I took their orders over Messenger. So that was another option. That option is always open because sometimes technology is like just not good. Paisley is on the window apparently, growling at something up there. Hey, good morning, Bonnie Miller. So this is my land. Then I'm just kind of using shorter little strokes. I've got to go help Paisley. Hang on a second. We've got to help the dog. Okay, sorry about that. Didn't realize it was like a spring day out there. It's so weird. One minute it's freezing, the next minute it's 70 degrees. So this is the land. And now we've got the sky happening behind us. And I'm going to start out with this Crayola Twistable here. And I'm just going to kind of do, again, short strokes for the sky with blue. Because nothing but blue skies. Look at my little blue here. Kind of bit the dust. How did I do the path on the cottage, Lisa is asking? I just did little dots of paint. I just did multiple dots. Doesn't it look like jewels? You could probably put beads. It's very cute. I'm going to give myself a compliment and say it's very cute. I'm usually my worst critic, so. All right, so here is just blue-green color to kind of add into the sky. And I might want to leave a little bit of white showing also. I just kind of used all different colors, Lisa, on that cottage path. I have a step in my yard that I would love to paint like that. But then I think to myself, it might be one of those things where I paint it and then the paint is going to get slippery and then I'll probably break my ankle. So I have to pick my battles. I don't know if I'm going to do it. I'd like to paint like all mandalas on my driveway. Have you ever seen that video of that woman who power washes her driveway, and she power washes it and creates and does a drawing with the power washer? Have you ever seen that? That's very cool. I'm gonna get Paisley. She's knocking on the door. Okay, lay down, Scarlett. Okay, so now we're moving on to kind of the star that's around it, and that really can be kind of any color at all. But I'm going to go with maybe some pink. So I've got red, violet, and I'm just going to kind of add a little bit of these shorter little strokes. And you can press as hard as you want. Or you can use light pressure if you want. So it's all about the type of stroke that creates that type of texture. So it almost has like a painterly effect to it. I'll add some carnation pink into it. Always cracks me up that this is the name of it. Crazy things crack me up lately, so. Do you ever have that happen? Crazy things just crack you up? So it's just kind of blending it too. So with this carnation pink mixed in with this magenta is also kind of creating a little bit of a blend. And now let's see what we have inside. We can also add white too to blend it, but this is a cool pink. I think the twistable crayons are a little harder than the regular crayons. There we go. So it kind of looks cool like that. Now, I think I'll add some purple to these little spots. Doesn't it look like a sheriff's badge? Could you imagine if you saw a sheriff with this as the badge with trees? It'd be kind of funny. But maybe he could be like the sheriff of the forest. Maybe Smokey the Bear could have this as a badge. Now I need a really sharp point of a crayon to take care of my little lines. And unfortunately, all I have is this black one, but that's okay. Refresh my screen. Unfortunately, not. Yeah, right, Dawn, a conservation sheriff. Could be all about the trees. Maybe we need badges like this to, like, you know, if you color, you should be like, it could be like a colorist badge. That would be pretty funny, don't you think, Dawn? All right, I think I'll put some orange, my friend orange. Just kind of some lighter strokes here because I have a few different shades of this color in the orange family. So the other day, listen to this. I got this review on Amazon the other day for one of my colorist books, the color palette books that I was talking about yesterday, actually. And somebody thought it was just a way for me to advertise my artwork, and they thought that because it was that they thought it was that it should have been free on Amazon. Anyway, this woman gave me like a 1 or 2 star. I think it was a 2-star review, and I went further, of course, and investigated. I hardly read the reviews because I don't like to see all of that. I understand why people say don't read the reviews, you know, because one bad review can really kind of get you down. So I went investigated it further, and this woman left a 1 or 2-star review. For every product that she purchased. You can take a look to see what people have left for reviews. But the worst part were her comments. Her comments were things like, what a joke. This is a complete joke. Bonnie says that badge could be here for New Hampshire. I know, isn't it kind of cool? And I just thought to myself, you know, someone needs to kind of pay attention to what's happening with these reviews. You can report some of them, but she just really kind of like ripped everybody apart. It's like, why did you even buy anything if you're really gonna... Every single thing she bought, she must have had 20 different reviews. Hey, good morning, Barb. She must have had about 20 different reviews that she just kind of hated. Every single one of them. Everything she bought, she hated it. She should have just sent everything back, if you ask me. If you hate it that much, get rid of it. All right, now we'll move on to the outer portion. And I kind of like this blue color right here. This is kind of an interesting, kind of a violet blue. And then we'll add this blue-greenish color in here. Bev says that she didn't like anything. Why did she buy it? Or, they should be in her somehow. I agree with you, Bonnie. It really kind of bugged me. Oh, don't let it be your fear, Dawn. You know? Just publish it. You got to publish it. You need to get your stuff published. Don't let it be your fear. You can't let the naysayers stop you from doing something. You just have to do it. There's always going to be someone that's going to hate you, you know? There's always going to be someone that's not going to like what you're doing. And there's always going to be someone to say something negative. But you can't let it get to you. And I'm not saying that I have like this shield, that I don't, because I remember when I first started coloring books, back in the early days, someone really gave me a hard time and really criticized. It happened a few times, actually, where the criticism was so bad that I was like, that's it, I quit. I'm not doing this anymore. She did sound like a nutcase. And I think she might have bought nuts, too, Lisa. I'm not sure. I'll have to look. Something about nuts. You know? If a nutcase reviews a bag of nuts, yes, you need to do it, Dawn. Do it. If a nutcase reviews a bag of nuts, is the review a nut? Is it a nutty review? Yeah, you can't please everyone, Bev. You're right. You have to. I don't really read them. I try not to read the reviews. Sometimes I go in and I take a look. But it just, I don't know. You can't let, because you could have 100 really good reviews, right? And then you could have one that just really rips you apart, and you're lying there in the middle of the night at 3 a.m. and you're thinking, that's it. My art is terrible. You know, art is a very, I was actually watching this video. Maybe you should watch this video, Dawn. I was watching this video by Hannah Lynn. And Hannah Lynn is doing some YouTube videos about being an artist and selling your art. And she had a video, has a video. I haven't finished watching the whole thing yet, but she was talking about how when you make the decision as to whether or not you want to sell your art, and a lot of people, their art is great and it's good enough to sell, and anybody can sell their artwork. This is like the best time to sell artwork, more than ever before. But do you really want to do it? Do you want to take the criticism? It's a very, some people don't want to share it with the world. Some people don't want, the critics don't want to subject themselves to all the criticism, like Dawn was saying. Bob's saying, how do you like coloring with crayons? I love coloring with crayons, Bob. Do you use crayons? Of course, my crayons are always breaking because I have them underneath these lights and they get kind of heated up. They get too soft. Lisa is right. What people think of you is their problem, Dawn, not yours. What other people think of you is none of your business, right? But that's a hard, that is not an easy thing to learn. Don't you think, Lisa? Isn't that kind of a hard lesson to learn? What other people think of you is really none of your business, because it's difficult. So there's some brown around that. I'm going to leave white around these little purple things. Mary says, dealing with the public is always difficult, no matter what your occupation is. Oh, completely. People when you have to deal with the public, it's just an interesting time. It's people are crazy, Mary. Don't you think? I mean, I don't say that in they're just interesting characters. Like, it's just amazing. It leaves you speechless sometimes. Sharon says, unfortunately, there are people out there who can't be happy with anything, themselves included, and it reflects in their complaints about this, that, and everything. Oh, truer words could not be said, you know? Truer words have never been spoken. Is that the phrase? But don't let that stop you from publishing your publishing a coloring book, Dawn, at all. You know what? At least put it together, and even just get the proof copy before you even put it out there for the world to see. And when you see that as a proof copy in your hands, and then you can say, okay, I'm going to click that button and I'm going to get it out there for the rest of the world. Alice says, I love the smell of crayons. I know, me too. I can smell. Can you smell these right now? Don't they smell great? Okay, I'm going to add red from my Twistables, which is a little bit different. Dawn says, I used to sell stuff at craft shows and had a Christmas ornament that I specifically sold, and how picky how picky people can be. Another reason I have not got my page going for my pet portraits. Yeah, you can't let that all get to you. People are picky. People say bad things. Other artists say bad things. You know? You gotta kind of you can't listen to everybody. And you know, that's the other part too, is that there's all these people that are trying to give you, and I'm saying this after I'm telling you to sell your book, but there's all these people that try to say, that try to say, this is how you should do something, and here's my advice about how I did it. It happens in the coloring book artist world a lot. And I always wondered to myself, are they telling me that to help me? Or are they telling me that to stop me? You know? It's like, why are they offering that advice for free? Why? I mean, Dawn, no, this doesn't apply to Dawn and I, because, you know what I mean? Like, why are they offering all that advice for free? Does anybody else feel like that about certain things? It's like, why are you actually helping? What do you have to gain from it? Bob says, people might be jealous of you, so what you deserve. Yeah, I think it all does boil down to jealousy, Bob. I think you're absolutely right. Alice says, everyone has different opinions and different personalities, but I always say, if you have nothing good to say, then don't say anything at all. Exactly. If you can't wag your tail, then just don't. Move on. Nothing to see here, right? I'm going to add a little bit of orange, because why not, to this section here. Kind of making it a little bit of a short strokes in here. So it really is kind of like spring outside. I don't know what happened. The other day it was freezing here. Friday night into Saturday, it was like cold enough to take your breath away. Did you feel like, was it cold anywhere else? I bet Alice and Dawn. I don't know why I'm stuttering. Alice and Dawn. Was it cold where you guys are? It was really, really freezing here. But today is like super sunny. They say it could be the winter that wasn't, right? In this area anyway. Hardly any snow. I'm fearing that we're going to get snow in June, but that would be interesting. All right, so now I think I'll actually add a little bit of yellow to this too, just to kind of brighten it up a little bit. I don't know if it's going to work. Maybe. I don't know if you can kind of see it. But what ends up happening too is it almost acts like a colorless blender. Wow, was it really, Dawn? Friday was it was in the single digits with the wind chill, but it wasn't below zero. I think it was like 10 degrees. It was like 10 outside, and then it was, and Saturday it was like negative. It was like 4 degrees with the wind chill, but it was really, really, really cold. It was bitter cold. Hasn't been that cold all winter. Barbara's saying it was freezing here in Canada, Ontario, Thursday and Friday. It's always freezing where you are, Barb, huh? How about snow? What's happening with snow for you? Mary says, I will only ask people who trust me to give me feedback. Who I trust to give me feedback. Yeah, me too. And that my circle's getting smaller. How about you? Did you find that happens? Sometimes you just got to ask the dog. Oh, 14, Melody. 14 is a heat wave, my friend. Do you have snow on the ground, Melody? So Dawn says it was sunny here Saturday, but cold. We still have snow. Oh, I know. I saw the picture that you had put with all that snow. It does look really pretty. It definitely looks like an area where you could go out and walk a mandala. I still want to walk a mandala, but we haven't had enough snow to do it yet. So, plus I need someone to take like an aerial video for me walking the snow. I don't know how that's going to happen, but. And the fact that I have to actually walk the whole thing. I'm trying not to have that be what stops me. I'm trying to have what stops me being that I need a helicopter above me. Maybe I need a drone. Alice says if it's like if I color something and it's not something you like, just don't leave a comment. But if you leave a comment, if you like it, leave a comment. And I'm thinking to myself, what does 5 degrees have to do with this, Alice? But I understand now. That's cold, right? Diana says, Marianne just wanted to tell you that the flag you posted this morning from the George Washington Bridge. Who? Me? Was made here in San Antonio Road Dixie Flag Manufacturing Company. When my husband was their production manager, it was handmade. So proud of that group. Oh, Marianne posted the flag. I'm having live color along problems in my head. Can you tell? I think Michelle Wedding is watching. Michelle, if you're watching, head over to my Facebook page so you can make some comments over here, because I just saw your comment on another group that it was 70 degrees in Vegas. Boo-hoo, Michelle, is what I have to say to you, right? Boo-hoo. The people that complain when it's 70. Oh, social media does teach you how to test the waters, doesn't it, Mary? Plus, you know what else happens too? Is that, don't forget, we're dealing with people from all over the world, right? So all these different cultures, all these different ways of doing things, ways of thinking. Plus, we're also dealing with people that, I'm going to put some turquoise in here. or blue-green. We're also dealing with people that are all parts of the country, of the United States. Completely different things happen, maybe in the Northeast versus in the South versus in the West versus in the Midwest. Oh, Dawn, don't fall. I know, I just want one to be like a light dusting. But you really need to have an overhead view, like of a video of doing it, right, Dawn? I think a drone would work. I would love to have a drone. Does anybody have a drone? So the Valentine countdown calendar was a hit, right? So now I'm working on another one, and I'm not sure. I was talking to Marianne about this the other day. Not sure if it should be, what did we talk about? Countdown to St. Patrick's Day, which would go from March 1st to March 17th. Or a countdown to spring, which would go from now until March 19th. Or a countdown to Easter, which would go from February 26th all the way through April 12th. I don't know if that's too long of a stretch. If we should just have countdown to... I countdown to Easter, I picked from February 26th to April 12th because February 26th is Ash Wednesday. So that would be the best way to count Easter. So I'm not sure. That's 47 days to count, though. Why is it 47 days, though? Shouldn't it be 40? Isn't that weird? February 26th to April 12th. I thought it was, isn't it 40 days from Ash Wednesday to Easter, 40 days of Lent? Or is it 40 days until Good Friday and then the other 7? Dawn says, my daughter just came back from Vegas on Thursday. She said it was gorgeous, but she had 3-hour delay coming back because of the weather in other states. Oh my goodness. I don't like that part of traveling. The delays of travel. You know? That's the part that stinks. Countdown to my birthday, March 3rd. A lot of birthdays coming up in the next few weeks. The rest of February is a lot of birthdays coming up. March, there's a lot of birthdays coming up in March. A lot of people are Pisces. I feel like there's a lot of Pisces happening. Marianne's birthday's in March, right? Cheryl says, my husband has 2 drones, takes great pictures and video. I would love to have a drone. I think I'm gonna make it my goal this year to have a drone. Do you have to register them with the FAA though? Or can you just fly them anywhere? With my luck, I'd crash. Right? Or my drone would get lost. I'd be like the Amelia Earhart of the drones. It's like, where's the drone? I don't know. It just flew into nowhere. It's just disappeared. Okay, I don't want to stop laughing because then I'm not going to stop. All right, we need to add another color in here, and I'm thinking I'm going to add a little bit of light green. Do you ever have like just kind of a couple of days where just stupid stuff just makes you just crack up laughing? I don't know what it is. I'm on that kick lately. Maybe it's the whole Mercury in retrograde. Now look what this is doing. This is kind of pushing the colors together, blending them together a little bit, but not making it mud. So that's my goal for this outer portion here, just by adding this green to it. So what I'm really kind of focusing on is where the white spots are. Oh no, freezing rain. Gross. Marianne's birthday is March 18th. Lisa's birthday is March 3rd. Who else has a birthday coming up? Does anybody else have a birthday coming up? In any more Pisces that we know? Hello, Miss Abby. Easter is April 12th, Barb. So I guess I always thought it was 40 days from Ash Wednesday to Easter, but I guess it's 40 days from Ash Wednesday to Good Friday. So that's why it's 47 days if I did that. Me what, Marianne? Cheryl's Waters' birthday is February 26th. Very cool. How was the Elvis impersonator yesterday, Abby? I saw your pictures. That looked pretty cool. I have to pivot. Pivot my page. So just adding this green. And I'm going to do something to the outer portion of it too, but I really like how this purple, green, and blue is looking on this outer portion. Five to 8 inches of snow in New Hampshire tomorrow. We're supposed to have snow tomorrow, I think. I know I said it. I said the S word. We're supposed to have snow, I think. It's either March or April. Very confusing to me. Yes, it's April. It's always different, Barb, right? Sometimes it's kind of, I guess it's considered being late this year. Oh, I am having a birthday soon. How did you remember that, Marianne? My birthday is actually in February. I never like to say when my birthday is because it's just, I don't even know why. Is that bad? I don't have it on my Facebook page. Marianne remembers though. How did you remember that, Marianne? Don't say it, the S word. My birthday is actually on February 27th, so it's the day after Cheryl's. That's when my birthday is. I don't want to sound like a jerk that I'm not saying it at all, but I don't like to make a big deal about it. Maybe I'm just bothered by how old I'm going to be. You know, when you hit that 39 number and you're just going to be 39 all the time, you know, it's just weird. It's like you're thinking, oh my God, I'm going to be 39. Can't even say that with a straight face, let me tell you. Do you buy yourself a gift for your birthday? How about that? Do you buy yourself do you shop for yourself your own birthday present? Scarlett and Paisley actually sent me a little card in the mail. They sent me a birthday card. My best friend sent me a card with and signed their names to it. I couldn't stop laughing. Their penmanship is so good too, considering that they have paws. That was kind of cool. All right, so now I'm going to do the outer portion here, but I'm leaving those sections white. And then the outer portion, I don't know, let's see. I kind of want this to pop, right? So I feel like it should have a lot of yellow. So let's go with yellow first. Have you been 39 for just quite some time? I know, really. It's forever 39. I don't really, do you feel like, I mean, some people say, oh, I really feel old. I don't really feel like that. I always buy myself something for Christmas, Sharon says. Yeah, I do too. I buy myself more things for Christmas than I buy other people. Gotta take advantage of those deals. Jean says, wait till you're in the 70s. I know, my mom says that to me too. A live video, but still insists on calling me. And I still put my phone on do not disturb, so it doesn't take any phone calls, and it still rang. I don't understand how else to stop it. I feel like it's like, I feel like I'm shoveling water uphill. It's just, I can't get it to stop. I know, Paisley and Scarlett are very good. They like to shop, sometimes they shop for gifts for me, you know. I'll give them some money. This morning, I had music playing, and I guess I had it really loud, and I went to turn around, and there they were laying next to each other with their two little paws on top of each other. And they were, I think they were talking about something. Sharon says, there are days I feel like I'm 100, but those are thankfully few and far between. I don't really feel like that. I don't know. I mean, I guess I could say I feel like I'm older. I'm 100 or I'm 80 or something. But what does that feel like? Because, you know, remember when I was a kid, like, you remember, like, long ago when someone was 60, it was like they looked like they were really old. But now there's people that are like 80, 90 years old. And you would never, ever know that they were 80 or 90 years old. Dawn says, mentally, I feel like I am 20, but physically, some days, oh boy. I agree. I am with you. That's how I feel. Mentally, I feel like I'm 20 with my high expectations. But then these other days where I'm like, oh my goodness. Melody, no thanks, Jean. 60s is bad enough. No, Melody, I thought you were liking being 60. You hated your 50s, Dawn? I don't know. I'm going to be 55, and I'm not really sure I'm liking it. I feel like I should just, like, stop. I feel like maybe I should just forget how old I am forever. And then I can just be not even just be, like, 39. Like, Sharon's decided she's 39 for a long time. I'm just going to be, like, you know how Prince had his name as a symbol? Well, how come you just can't have age as just, like, a symbol? From now on, I'm just going to be a symbol. Instead of turning my name into a symbol, I'm going to turn my age into a symbol. And then it will really just mean nothing. It'll be like the color white. All color mixed together versus... Yeah, but you know, you could feel stiff as a board, Sharon, even if you were like... There's people that are 20 years old that could feel like that. You know? That doesn't make a difference. Hey, at least you feel something, right? Because if you didn't feel it, then the alternative to feeling nothing would be what? Let's not say it. But you know what I mean. Do you feel older in the winter, Bob? Well, I think it's understandable, isn't it? All right, I'm going to put a little bit of brown in this. Why? I don't know. Why not? These are not very short strokes, but then you can still see the strokes. So I want it to have that type of texture. Okay. And there we go. So, complete. Days when my arthritis kicks up, Sharon says, and I'm stiff as a board. Those are the days I feel old. Yeah, I know. 50s were not good for me either. No, what happened to people when they were in their 50s? Why doesn't anyone liking it? It's not really bothering me. I guess, I don't know if it's bothering me or not. Just, I don't know. It was because my mom got sick and died, Dawn says, and I had to take care of my dad for several years, and it was very hard. I would like to forget. Oh, well, I do understand that. I've had decades like that where I've been like, okay, I'm all done with that. We can move on to something else. So it wasn't exactly about being 50, right, Dawn? It wasn't about being in your 50s. It was about what happened when you were in your 50s. Totally get it. Okay, so we've got our Impressionism color along. We are done with this. Where is my schedule? Do we know what happened to it? Yep, there it is. All right, where are we here? So the next one we're going to be working on will be on February 24th, which is next week. Can't even believe it, right? We're going to be doing stained glass using some oils. This thing just does not want to stay where I want it to be. Thank you, Abby. Stained glass with using some, I think what are we using for this? We are using stained glass. Oh, colored pencils and oil. Colored pencils and oil for this one. And then this one we're going to be doing as a tea-stained page. So brew yourself a cup of tea or a cup of coffee even. And we're going to paint this first, let it dry. So we might have to do some prep for this. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll do it during the previous week so we can get everyone on board. And then we'll be doing watercolor pencils for this one, which will be in March. And then the last one, well, this one will be our imagination workout page, where we'll be taking these different lines and turning them into different drawings. And then we have to make up a couple. So we need to make up on March 23rd, the letter O. And then this one, which is pop art, we're going to be, we need to make this up. So what time is it? Maybe we can do this right now. Can we do this now? No, I don't think I have time to do this one. I don't have time to do this one. Thank you, Marianne. We don't have time to do this one, I don't think. Do we? No. We don't want to rush things. So we're going to be making that one up, but we do have time to do this one. What do you think? Should we do this? Should we knock this one out so it's done, and then we can move the pumpkin one to the 23rd? Because we still need to do this one, and this is really just 5 colors. Let's do this one. I'm going to use, let's use some colored pencils instead of the crayons. I'll use my Faber-Castell Polychromos. So this one's just 5 colors. So I'm just going to take 5 colors from here. Of course, you can't not color with the color orange when you're using only 5 colors. And I'm going to just kind of color in this section here with some orange. These have a really nice point on them. All thanks to the Boss Stitch pencil sharpener. So what we'll do is we'll move the this one right here, the pumpkin, to March 23rd. I'll have to do that on the website, on the Facebook page, so that we all know what the heck we're doing. I'm just going to confuse those that are not here, right? So don't forget, we're still working with only 5 colors. Could that have been my friend Amazon? I gotta go see who that is. Is that Amazon color? No? All right, don't worry about it now, okay? It's okay. Scarlett said that was not Amazon. We don't know what that was. I don't know what that was. Boy, if you don't have these Faber-Castell Polychromos, a little bit pricey, right? But the creaminess is incredible. However, I would also say that Farben are kind of a close second to these. What do you think? Melody, what do you think about them? Melody just recently won a 96 set of Farben, and Melody is a huge fan of Faber-Castell Polychromos. So I'm not sure. Does anybody have these Polychromos? People are always like, oh, I gotta go buy Polychromos. Very expensive, though. Okay, now we need a second color. Of course, our favorite color, Periwinkle. Bonnie's favorite color. It is pretty, isn't it, Bonnie? I can't really pick a favorite color. I mean, I kind of gravitate towards the magentas, but I don't have like favorite colors always all around me. I should have a piece of paper behind this, but I guess it's okay. Aren't they great, Melody? They're really nice. You like the Faber-Castell? I always say Faber-Castell, but it's Faber. Let's put some more blue. So let's put this blue up here. So we're only sticking with 5 colors. And then we'll add some blue periwinkle onto this section here. And what I'll do is kind of, let's add like different colors throughout all of this little area here. Good opportunity to add a bunch of colors. Move on to, oh, this is a cool color. This one is called magenta. Love this one. Oh, Rachel from Card Services. Maybe it's your friend Walter. That's a Georgia number, actually. Lisa, are you bugging me? Are you calling me now? It's probably nobody I know. Let's do the every others here. Okay, we need another color. I think I am going to go with this blue. Well, no, maybe I don't really like that blue. I'll go with some yellow. You think that they are better or equal to the Polychromos Melody? We're talking about Sparrowfarben. That's a huge, I guess that's kind of a big thing to say, right? Abby saying, Anne, any news when the Black Widows are coming out? No. I think that he said that something happened with production. But you know what? I will tell you this. I'm going to speculate. I don't know if this is true, but I know that when I've spoken with him in the past to Albert Jones, so I wonder if this is going to have an impact on it, is that those pencils, he deals with a manufacturer in China. So I wonder if there's going to be a delay. Do you think there's going to be a delay with other products like that? I went yesterday to buy laundry detergent and there was like nothing left on the shelf. Has anyone else experienced? I'm going to go with the every others with this one too. And I'm going to use white into this. I'm going to leave some of my spaces white and not really use white. You think they're equal to? Wow, that's a big compliment for her. I do too. I agree with you. But you know, Black Widows are really good too, so it depends on what you want to do with them. I know it's really a nice soft core if you like to color with something with a really soft core. All right, so what do we have here? We have orange, periwinkle, magenta, blue. We need one more color to complete this. And I'm going to go with a bold move and use brown. Plus, I'm leaving some stuff white. So I'm going to leave this area the way it is. I'm going to leave the middle of the O. I find Arteza Expert very close to Prismas and Polys. I've not tried Arteza colored pencils, but I will say this, that I would not be surprised at the quality of them because I love all Arteza products. They are incredible. Matter of fact, I need to contact Arteza this week to see if they'll do a giveaway. They told me in the past that you have to have 10,000 followers on social media in order for them to get involved in a giveaway. However, Melody, was it you that was telling me that other people with less followers than that are actually doing giveaways with Arteza? So maybe they change it. I think I need to like actually pick up the phone and have an actual telephone conversation with them. I know, not the phone, right? dread the phone. All right, let's put some orange into this. Would you rather text or talk on the phone? I would rather text, I think. Depends who it is. You know? And then I'm going to put something here. I guess I'm going to put some brown there. I'm trying not to make them close to each other. This one right here deserves, I don't know what that one would deserve, would get. It's kind of a tricky one because it's next to everything, right? This one I'm going to do with some periwinkle. It's free advertising for them regardless of the number of followers. I know, Lisa, I agree with you, but they didn't want to hear from me. They didn't want me to, they didn't want to. They didn't want to play, you know? So I'm going to call them up on the telephone. Let's see if they actually answer. I don't know if they will. So much stuff that you just have to. I can show you to the tube. Yes, exactly, Melody. Maybe they changed their rules. I'm close to 5,000 with YouTube. With Facebook. But if I add Instagram and Facebook together, then it's I think it's over a little over 5,000. So maybe that will help. Maybe that'll push the numbers. Dawn says, I've been using strictly Arteza products lately. I've had their expert colored pencils and Everblend markers and twin markers, which have a tiny point on one end and a brush point on the other. The colors and shades are amazing. I totally agree with you. I know. I agree with you, Bonnie. Do you think that the Arteza colored pencils have a shimmer of glitter to them, Sharon? Because they look like you always have like a shimmer of glitter. I don't know why. Maybe it's the camera angle that's happening? All right, this is my last little section here with this dark brown, but I think I'm going to put something over there too. Maybe I will put, let's put orange up there again. I have Arteza acrylic paints in a tube, and I have gouache, Arteza gouache, and I love them. And the other part about them is that I remember I had bought my Arteza acrylics in the tube, and at the end of the tube, this little cap came off, and my paint was getting ready to dry. So I contacted them and told them that I had a problem with this, and you know they sent me a brand new set. I haven't even opened it yet. Brand new set of paint. Can't even believe it. That's excellent customer service. Very good point, Melody, that the virus cannot live on anything that is not human. Totally agreed. Sharon says, I think it's lighting or the camera, not the paint. Oh, really? Well, Black Widow pencils are a combination of oil and wax versus Sperrfarbens are oil-based, and our polychromos were oil-based. Here's a little catalog. Written in, like, a size letter that could be on top of a pin. Hello. The other part, too, is that the lead, it's telling you right here, too, it's 3.8. The lead in this pencil is much thicker than usual. But it has this little booklet, which is has a lot of information in it, actually. And they're erasable. And I did not know this about this. Can you add water to them, Melody? To regular colored pencils? Or is this just for a different brand? A different set? Maybe it's a different set. Maybe this, and then it has this little color chart. Yeah, too much panic going on with that virus, you guys. That's what I think. I think the panic is worse than what's happening. All right, and this is the last thing I'm going to do to this. Really, it is. I know I keep saying that. Oh, look, I made a mistake. But I did that on purpose. Don't point out your mistakes. It was an accident by design, right? It's part of it. It's supposed to be like that. It's like something I was watching the other day on TV, and the guy's shirt was buttoned wrong, and he had like the wrong buttons, and someone pointed it out and said, your shirt's not buttoned right. You missed a button. And he said, no, that's supposed to be like that. It's a new style. Yeah, and add water. It's like a little thing that talks about adding water. It's so tiny. I don't know. Just very tiny, isn't it? Plus, the lighting where I'm sitting is not good, but... And this part's in German. Oh, baby oil. Sorry. Let me go back here. It says Polychromos artist colored pencils can be dissolved with paraffin oil, and in parentheses it says baby oil, and used for painting. So these are oil-based then, if it's going to be able to do that. So that's kind of cool, isn't it? So you could use baby oil. You could probably use olive oil, and it would be able to blend it like you would paint with it. Okay, so we have completed this one, the letter O. O is for outrageous, right? So, all right, so the next one we're going to be working on is the snowman. And don't forget, just kind of keep in mind that this one is going to be on March 23rd. I need to kind of put a note here that this is March 23rd so I don't forget. And that's it. Okay, so I will see everyone on Wednesday for draw-alongs, for those of you that are in the draw-along group. And then on Thursday morning, I'll be doing draw live at 10 a.m. So I'll be drawing 2 coloring pages live. I have no idea what I'm going to be drawing. It'll be something completely different. I've been kind of playing around with some little houses. I don't know if I have one that I can show you, but let me see if I have it. I don't even know if... Oh, this is the cover. This is the cover of the camp book. So there's that cottage again. Oh, I've been kind of playing around with some more little houses like this. So I don't know, maybe it'll be, this is like really, really rough sketches. Maybe it'll just kind of be, turn into a house similar to the camp cabin, the cottage we're going to be staying in. Diana says, I'm trying not to panic, but really do not appreciate government bringing the virus to San Antonio. I don't care. They're in quarantine. It's still unnerving. I know, that is a little crazy. I did see that, Diana. Isn't it funny how they're all like at the edge of the country? Why is that? Isn't that weird? Okay, my friends, have a great day, everyone. I will see everyone on Wednesday for the draw-along group. See everyone on Thursday, and then we'll be back again for a live color-along next Monday. Hey, have a great day, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me.